Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of Phillies Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. Phillies are taking on the New York Mets in Game 3 of a 4-game set this afternoon out at Citi Field. The Phillies are 92-62. The Mets are 85-69. And, well, the Phillies, they got mollywopped in the first game of this series on Thursday night. However, they absolutely responded in last night's game and were able to put up 12 runs and were also able to get the victory, which made them go into the playoffs and grab themselves another playoff berth for now the third straight year in a row, which is absolutely awesome. Hasn't been done since the 2007, since 2007 to 2011. But anyhow, it's a really good sign for the Phillies, and hopefully today, if they get the win, then they will clinch the NL East. Now, Rob Thompson did have a toast after last night's game, and I expect that they're going to be pouring the champagne once they win the NL East division, and hopefully they do that tonight, concluding this afternoon, this late afternoon's game out in New York. All right, so let's talk about pitching matchups, shall we? So Ranger Suarez will be on the hill, and he'll be facing Sean Manea. This is a big outing for Ranger. He has just not looked so sharp over his last 5 outings or so, pretty much ever since he came back from the injured list. He did go 5 innings. He allowed 3 earned runs on 4 hits. He had 5 strikeouts, and he just has not been the same Ranger that we've seen throughout the beginning of the season. He hasn't been that dominant on the hill, so hopefully he can give you a nice quality start today. This is a big one for Ranger, and if he can get the win, that would be absolutely huge. The last time that he actually ended up facing the Mets, it was on June 8th, and he went 5 2/3, allowed 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and he had 6 strikeouts as well. Got 7 guys to ground out and 12 to fly out as well. But he needs to have his A game today. Keep the ball down if you're Ranger Suarez. Even if the velocity is a little bit low, hopefully he can locate his pitches and put them in really good spots. And the guy that they're facing, his name is Sean Manea. Well, he has an 11-5 record, a 3.26 ERA, which is 16th best in all of baseball. And he's definitely dealt with a lot of adversity over the years, but he's looked really strong, especially over his last 2 games. He's gone 13 2/3. He has only given up 2 earned runs, hasn't even given up a home run since September 6th, and also has 14 strikeouts during that time as well. So you expect that the Phillies offense is probably going to be a little bit cold to start the game off, but hopefully they can get off to a really good start against him and just put up really good quality at-bats, foul off pitches, and make him work to get the outs that he is going to have to get. So those are my keys to the game. I want to hear what your keys are as well. So make sure that you comment what your keys are down below for today's game with the Phillies and the Mets. And also provide your final score predictions as well. I'm going to go with 5-2 Phillies. That's what I'm going to go with. Actually, sorry, I changed that. I'm going to say 5-4 Phillies. Sorry, that's really what I meant to say. 5-4 Phillies. That is my final score prediction, but I want to hear what yours is. Please comment down below. Let's get into the starting lineups for this afternoon for both teams. All right, it'll be Kyle Schwarber leading things off for the Phillies. Then it'll be Trey Turner batting in the 2-hole. Bryce Harper hitting 3rd. Alec Bohm will be batting in the cleanup spot and hitting 4th. Then it'll be Nick Castellanos, who is playing out in right field and will be batting 5th. 6th will be JT Realmuto. 7th is Edmundo Sosa. And behind him, it'll be Wes Wilson. And to round things up, batting 9th, it'll be Johan Rojas, who's playing out in center field. So no Brandon Marsh and no Bryson Stott in the lineup today against the left-handed pitcher, Sean Manea. That's the biggest keys for this lineup. That's pretty much what's going on in this lineup for the Phillies. Those are the big takeaways. Kyle Schwarber is batting in the leadoff spot again. Turner is batting 2nd. Then it's Bryce Harper hitting 3rd. Alec Bohm will be batting 4th. Nick Castellanos 5th. JT Realmuto 6th, Edmundo Sosa 7th, Wes Wilson 8th, and Johan Rojas is batting in the 9 spot. And for the Mets, it'll be Jose Iglesias playing over at second base, batting in the leadoff spot. Then it's Starling Marte batting second. He's DHing. The third baseman is Mark Vientos. And Alonso hitting fourth and playing over at first base. And then Brandon Nimmo is playing out in left field, and they'll be batting fifth, protecting Alonso. Tyrone Taylor playing out in right field. He'll be batting sixth. Then it's Francisco Alvarez, who's catching behind the plate, batting seventh. Harrison Bader playing out in center field, batting eighth. And the caboose is Luis Angel Acuna, and he is batting in the 9 hole. So it's Iglesias, Marte, Vientos, Alonso, Nimmo, Taylor, Alvarez, Bader, and Acuna. And for the Mets, on their injury report, well, Francisco Lindor is going to be out for the rest of this series against the Phillies. He did not play at all in this series, and the earliest day that they expect him to be back is Tuesday. That was according to the Mets on Twitter. So, oh boy. So anyhow, it's Iglesias, Marte, Vientos, Alonso, Nimmo, Taylor, Alvarez, Bader, and Acuna as well. Oh boy. And the Phillies will send Ranger Suarez out there on the bump. Sean Manea is going to be pitching for the New York Mets. Let's see, what is this? Okay. So how's everybody doing? Comment down below. What are your final score predictions? Anyone care more about the 2 seed than winning the division? I feel it's more important. Yeah, but every step is important, right? It's like the journey along the way. Like, the goal for the Phillies is to win the World Series, but let's celebrate the little milestones, too, that lead up to that, because we're living in the moment, and we feel good about those things, and we don't want to overshadow that. You know what I mean? Like, let human emotion sink in. Yes, keep your eyes on the prize. I want the 1 seed, and I want the best record in baseball. I want to have home field advantage, and I want to win the whole thing. But me, the way that I look at it is I want to enjoy the process. I want to enjoy every win for what it is. That's why I do the 162. Because every win, we feel high, and every loss, we feel low. But it's about the process, of just getting there. So I agree with you. I care more about getting the bye. I do, but the division's not something to slack at either, because we haven't won the division in 13 years. So it would be the first time in 13 years that that's happened, and I think that that's a big accomplishment. I do. So that's how I look at it. All right, so Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Realmuto, Sosa, Wilson, and Rojas are all going to be in the lineup for the Phillies, and the guy that they're facing is Sean Manea. He's out there on the hill. Just wanted to make sure I gave a shout-out to Serena for becoming a member once again. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Serena. If you guys want to become a member, all you got to do, I'm going to post the link down below right now as we speak. You just click on that link, and for $2.99, what you do is you get access to really cool perks and also emoji stickers as well. You get early access to pods that I do here on Play by Play with JJ. You also get personal podcasts as well. So not only do you get early access to the pods that I post for the public, but you also get specific ones as well that will be airing on Mondays. So let's see where this is. There's the membership link. Copy and paste. Good stuff. There we go. If you want to become a member, it is $2.99 a month. You're also more than welcome to donate and give back to the channel, but you certainly don't have to. Okay. All right, so here we go. Last time the Phillies won the NL East was in 2011. That season, they were 102-60. So this would be the first time since then that they've won the division if they can clinch today. All right, so Schwarber will be leading things off. The Mets are in their gray tops and white bottoms. They have blue letters on the back and blue numbers on the back as well. They're pretty cool uniforms. And the first pitch to Schwarber, and we're underway, and that's taken for a called strike. Okay. Too nervous to think about a score. That's fine. Comment what your final score predictions are down below. I'd appreciate it. 0-1 pitch, swung on, lifted, out over to deep left field, and this baby is on the way. Kyle Schwarber with a solo homer out to left. Another leadoff homer, another day for Schwarber at the office. What a start. That thing was crushed out to left center. All right, so now it's Trey Turner coming up to the plate. That took 2 pitches. The next one is down low for ball 3, or for ball 1, excuse me. So 1 ball, 1 strike. That was the first homer allowed by Manea since September 6th. And the pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow center field, and that's going to be caught for out number 1. Kyle Schwarber goes boom. That's how you make your entrance. Okay. All right, 1-0 Philadelphia, top of the first. It's the 14th leadoff homer of the season by Schwarber. And the pitch, and that's inside and high for a ball. On the front of the Mets jerseys, we said that they're in their gray tops. They actually have gray pinstripes, and the pinstripes are black. They got the white bottoms and the black line going down each side of each leg. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryce Harper, and the pitch. Fly ball hit out over to left field. It's looking foul, and that one goes out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bryce Harper. I'm doing too much at once. Charge! Harper batting .359 against the Mets this season with 4 doubles in 10 games. Manea kicks and delivers, and that pitch is slapped foul. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms, and they have the Phillies painted across the chest. Also have the red letters and the red numbers on the back of the jersey. 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball. It's hooking foul, and that's going to find the seats. So it goes out to left field. All right, so on the defensive side of the diamond, it'll be Alvarez catching. Manea is on the bump. This is for the Mets. 1-2 pitch, and that's just outside for ball 2. Over at first base for the Mets, it'll be Pete Alonso. Second baseman is Jose Iglesias. Mark Vientos over at third. Luis Angel Acuna is playing over at shortstop. And the 2-2 on the way to Harper, swing and a miss. And there's 2 gone in the top of the first. Left fielder is Brandon Nimmo. The center fielder will be Harrison Bader. And Tyrone Taylor takes right field for New York. And the DH is Starling Marte. Here's Alec Boehm, who did homer in last night's game for the Phils. And the pitch, he takes that one for a called strike. Boehm ended up going 4 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 4 RBI as well. 0-1 pitch. And there's a foul ball that goes well out of play. Schwarber now, actually, that was his 15th leadoff homer. He has the most leadoff homers in the season ever. The pitch on the way to Boehm. Fly ball hit out over to right field, and that's going to go out of play. It's a foul ball. Alfonso Soriano had 13 leadoff homers, and he had the record for 21 years. Did it back in 2003. He had 13. Alec homered in the fourth in last night's game to make it 8-2, and then in the sixth inning had a RBI single. 0-2, and that's up high for a ball. So Schwarber homered to start off the game. Turner flied out to center, and Harper struck out swinging. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alec Boehm, and the next one is up high and away. Temperature outside, it's 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Lots of sunshine here in New York. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Manea kicks and delivers, and that is in the dirt for ball 3. Castellanos waits in the on-deck circle. And the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a sinker that came in at 92, and there's back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the first. But the Phillies do make noise thanks to Kyle Schwarber with his 15th leadoff homer of the season. And we head to the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. Can't believe I botched that call. It is what it is. How are y'all doing? Comment down below in the chat. And give me your final score predictions. All right, give me your final score predictions. I didn't see any Schwarbombs in the chat after that. That's so disrespectful. Come on, bro. I didn't see any Schwarbombs after that. In the chat, I need Schwarbombs, bro. I need y'all to be active in the chat today. I do. We're about ready to clinch a division, which hasn't been done in 13 years. Kyle Schwarber deserves to have his emoji out there. So comment it down below if you haven't done so already. All right. Jose Iglesias is going to be leading things off, playing over at second base for the New York Mets. Then it's Starling Marte, who's DHing, batting second. Mark Vientos takes third base, and he'll be batting third. Fourth will be Pete Alonso, playing over at first base. Brandon Nimmo is playing out in left field and will be batting fifth for the Mets. Sixth will be Tyrone Taylor, playing out in right field. Francisco Alvarez has the catching responsibilities behind the plate and will be batting seventh. Harrison Bader playing out in center field, and they'll be batting eighth. And ninth will be Luis Angel Acuna, one of the younger brothers of Ronald Acuna Jr., and he's playing over at shortstop and batting ninth. I need to see the Schwarbomb emojis in the chat. Come on, bro. Where is my Schwarbomb emojis? This is what I need. Kyle deserves that respect, bro. All right. If you have not done so already, please like and subscribe as well and turn on those bell icons. Let's see. Let's do it again. So Ranger Suarez is pitching in his 26th game of the season. 139 strikeouts and 143 and 2/3. And he has a 3.13 ERA. It's definitely gone up over the last couple of months. At one point on June 30th, it was at a 2.27. It was actually at a 1.83 on June 25th. 1 ball, no strikes to Jose Iglesias as Ranger gets set of the letters, kicks and delivers, and there's a line drive smoked out to left center field, and that's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the wall. Iglesias will head on over to second base. Rojas is just going to throw it to the cutoff man. That's Trey Turner, and a leadoff extra base hit. It's a double by Jose Iglesias. See where this pitch was. It was right down the middle. Iglesias did not miss a beat on it and just put the ball in a very good spot and was able to cruise into second base. So now it's Starling Marte hitting .275. Does have 7 home runs on the season as well. And he takes that one outside. Crew chief for today, it'll be Vic Carapazza calling the balls and the strikes behind the plate. John Lipka's over at first base. Adam Hamari is the second base umpire. And Edwin Moscaso is over at third. The 1-0 popped up. It's a foul ball. That'll find the seats. Pete Alonso waits in the on-deck circle. Marte went 1 for 3 in last night's game with a run scored and a walk and 2 strikeouts. Next pitch, check swing, foul ball. Phillies yesterday had Christopher Sanchez out there on the mound, and he went 5 innings, allowed 2 earned runs on 5 walks and had 7 strikeouts. Allowed just the home run to Jose Iglesias. Was in the bottom of the first. The 1-2, and that is going to be served out to right field, but Castellanos gets under it. Will make the catch, tagging up from second and going over to third as Iglesias throw over to third. It is not in time, and it got by Bohm. Thank goodness that Ranger was there to back Alec up, because if that goes into the backstop, well, we have ourselves a tie game. Iglesias was daring, and Castellanos thought it was a good try. Bohm did have to go over towards his left side and just was not able to make the play. The throw was a little bit wide, not by much. Lots of dirt on the pant legs of Jose Iglesias from diving into third. And now Mark Vientos will get a crack at it. Just to finish up on Christopher Sanchez, he got his 11th win of the season last night and is now 11-9. Ranger kicks and delivers, and there's a foul ball set behind the screen. No balls, 1 strike. Iglesias is 90 feet away from scoring. Phillies lead it 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Out in New York. The 0-1 delivery, swinging a miss. Good curveball thrown by Ranger. It was in the dirt, and Vientos bought it. The 0-2 pitch, swinging a miss. He decided to go with a curveball once again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, says Ranger. And that's how they get the first out of the inning. The second out. Okay, good. I'm going to give another Schwarber emoji because Kyle deserves that. The pitch to Pete Alonso, and that's taken for a strike. Just on the inside corner. Ranger gets set and delivers. Decides to throw a 4-seamer that misses way inside. So that's going to even the count at 1-1. His sinker has averaged about 91 miles per hour. His curveball has averaged about 75. 4-seamer has averaged 92. And his cutter has averaged about 87. And the changeup, well, that's at 85. 1-1, check swing, foul ball. Alonso's just 2 for 17 against Suarez. Tying run over at third. Bottom of the first. 2 outs. In New York, Phillies lead at 1-0 on a Kyle Schwarber leadoff homer. 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball, but Alonso said no thank you. Like and subscribe, folks, and tell your friends and family members about this channel, baby. Let's continue to grow this community. We need 4 more subs to get us to 4,300. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ranger winds up and delivers, and another curveball that bounces in the dirt for ball 3. Surprised they went with the curveball in the dirt there. Figured he was going to throw a fastball. Three balls, 2 strikes to Pete Alonso, the polar bear. Ranger gets set above the letters, kicks and fires, and a foul ball hit over towards the third base side. It's right at the tarp. Alonso went 0 for 4 in last night's game and is 1 for 8 in the series with 1 walk. And the next pitch, and there's a ball 4. Was in the dirt. Once again, he went with 3 straight curveballs in the dirt. And Alonso said no, no, and no. So that's going to put runners over at first and third, and that's Alonso's second walk of the series. Up to bat is Brandon Nimmo hitting over on the left side. It was also Alonso's 66th walk of the season. He had 65 last year in 568 at-bats. Nimmo hitting .228, and he'll pop the first pitch up. It's going out of play, though, behind the plate. It's hard to believe that after today, there's only 6 games left for the Phils. 0-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over towards the right side, and Sosa scoops it up, throws it over to first, and no harm, no done here in the bottom of the first. Just a leadoff double by Iglesias. He's stranded over at third base along with Alonso over at first. So here we go, top of the second. Phillies will be back in just a few moments. They lead it 1-0 here in Queens. Okay. All right. Today's poll question, guys. Today's poll question. How many innings is Ranger Suarez going to pitch? Will it be 3 or less, 4, 5, or 6 or more? Let me know what you think down below. I would appreciate that. First bottle of champagne is cold and ready to be opened, says Jose. All right, and for some reason, again, Ninja Chat is not working all of a sudden. Ranger needs a quality start. Yeah, man, he does. But that's why I asked how many innings do you think that he'll pitch today. I want to hear what you have to say about that. Let's copy this, close this out, and then paste this, and then put the Ninja Chat here. Okay, let's test this again. Testing 1, 2, 3. Nope. All right, one more time. Pop out the chat. Testing. Nope. 3 or less, says Serena. I say he goes 5. I think he gives them 5 good innings today. I think that we're due for a good quality Ranger outing. All right, now let's test this. Yo. Nope, whoops. I didn't pop it out. So Nick Castellanos will be leading things off here for the Philadelphia Phillies. The first pitch, he'll foul that one back over towards the screen. Weird stuff. Huh. The ball is 1 strike. Castellanos at the plate in the 0-1, and that is popped up, hit out over towards medium depth left field. Nimmo gets under it, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. And up next will be JT Realmuto. So if the Phillies win, then they clinched the division. They ended up winning last night and got into the playoffs for the 3rd year in a row. JT up at the plate, and the first pitch is a sinker. That catches the inside corner. This is weird. It's not working. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next one is taken on the inside corner for a called strike. So they actually called the first pitch a ball. The 1-1 fouled away. Twins and Red Sox are currently in a rain delay. The game is out in Boston. Game has not even started. 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. It'll stay in the yard though, and Bader tracks it down with ease and makes the catch just shy of the track. Phillies are playing at Citi Field, which of course is home of the New York Mets. Opened in 2009. March 29th of 2009 to be exact. 2 outs, top of the second, and the pitch. There's a foul ball chopped by Edmundo Sosa. Sosa hitting .265 on the season. The 0-1 delivery, and there's a ground ball. It's a little comebacker. Hit back over towards the mound, and the underhanded toss over to first base by Manea. We'll get out number 3, a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Phils, and we head to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Okay. All right, we're here. All right. Rebecca says, I'm at the game. Yo, what's good? What is up? And the pitch. And there's a called strike. Thank you so much for tuning in, Rebecca. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it very, very much. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch. There's a foul ball. So Ninja Chat's not working. They don't want to be friendly with us, but that's all right. I think we're going to just switch everything over to StreamYard starting tomorrow. I think that's what we're going to do. Because we've been having so many problems with that. That's fine. The ball's 2 strikes. Ranger Suarez, who threw 18 pitches in the first inning. He's back out there for a second. And the 0-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for a ball. How's everybody doing in the chat, man? Hey, JJ, it's been a while. Go Phillies. Mets got this. Yeah, David, where have you been, bro? Have you been? There's the 1-2, and it's a four-seamer that's fouled back. So far, a lot of foul balls in this game for both teams. There's Carlos Mendoza, rocking his sunglasses. He's the Mets manager. Rob Thompson has his on as well for the Phillies. They'll wind up in the pitch inside. Ranger not wasting any time. Kicks and deals. And there's a ground ball hit over to shortstop. Turner stumbled for a second, but he gathers himself, throws it over to first, and gets the first out of the inning. The money line for the Mets is at -120. They are favored to win today. And the over-under is set at 7.5 runs. And that's according to ESPN Bet. Alvarez steps up to the plate and takes it outside. Alvarez, 22 years old, from Venezuela. And he takes the next one high and inside for ball 2. Two Venezuelans going at it against each other. Ranger, of course, as well from Venezuela. 2-0. That's taken up high for ball 3. It's from Corora, Venezuela. And Francisco's from Guatir. 3-0 pitch, and there's a called strike at the knees. Francisco Alvarez rocking the bright orange Mets batting gloves. He'll call for time here. Also has light green cleats as well. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall. Weighs 233 pounds. 3-1, swing and a miss. Now, Ranger, on the other hand, is 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighs 217 pounds. Lefty on righty. Ranger kicks and delivers, and that ball is lifted out over to deep left field, and Alvarez ties the game. Another homer by Francisco Alvarez as he got a hanging curveball right out over the middle of the plate and did not sneak up on that as he flexes over at third base. Right next to Mike Sarball, who's the third base coach. When are people going to start listening to me? Don't throw him anything out over the middle of the plate or else he'll destroy the baseball. That's just what he does. When are they going to learn? Got a $2 dono from David. Thank you so much. All right. 1 ball, no strikes to Harrison Bader. Thanks for the $2 super chat, bro. Appreciate it. If you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to. 1-0 pitch. And there's a strike called at the kneecaps. We have 206 people tuning in. We have a quiet chat today. What's going on? Where are my mods at? Are my mods here? 1 ball, 1 strike in the pitch. Grounder rolled over to third base. Bohm shuffles his feet, throws it over to first, and Harper digs out the low throw by Alec Bohm. Good pick by Bryce. Bohm had to shuffle his feet a couple of times and throw sidearm over to first base, and Bohm sort of backhanded it when he tried to dig it out. 4 more subs till we get to 4,300. What's going on? Here's Luis Angel Acuna, and he lifts this one high and deep out to left field, and that one is crushed as well. Another hanger left out over the middle of the plate, and this Mets fan base explodes. Another curveball. Another one that just missed its spot right there. Ranger has not allowed, or has only allowed 2 homers in a game twice this year. That's now the 3rd time where 2 opponents have homered off of him in the same game. And the pitch. And that's taken up high for a ball. We still alive? 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a called strike. Where is everybody? 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch, line drive it out over to center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Iglesias gets aboard for his 2nd time today. He singles. Luis Angel, man, he is popping the bat too. It's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do next year with Ronnie Mauricio and him. Because Mauricio's out for the rest of the season. And the pitch on the way, and that's taken for a called strike. Plus you have Francisco Lindor up the middle too. And Jeff McNeil. Next pitch. And there is a foul ball. What channel's the Phillies game on? It's on play-by-play with JJ. You're tuning into it right now. Pitch. Here it is. Ground ball. Hit over to shortstop. Turner scoops it up and flips it over to second base. And that's a 6-4 fielder's choice. And the inning is over. However, the Mets do take the lead on a solo homer from Francisco Alvarez and Luis Angel Acuna. And the Phillies are hoping to respond. They'll send 8, 9, and 1 due up at the plate. It's on NBC Sports Philadelphia. NBC Sports Philly. But yes. All right. Somebody just commented and says, I wanted to read this. Sorry, I can't display your chats today. JJ, I hate your team, but I love your play call, and you do a great job. Thanks, TD. Yeah, so I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I'll give you a little spiel about me, and I'll do it in less than 30 seconds. So I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey, graduated from Rowan University back in 2022, and have been calling games on here for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles for 21 months, and that's how long we've been doing it. So if you do enjoy my play-by-play calling, make sure that you like and subscribe and turn on the bell icons. We try not to do a watch party style. We really try to be professional, and do it like a radio play-by-play. I think that was a little bit over 30 seconds. Maybe I said under 20 seconds now. I can't remember. This is not good. I'm starting to forget things now, guys. It's not good. It's really, really not good. I like you, JJ. I just like to watch, too. No problem with that, man. That's another reason why we're on here. We try to accommodate everybody. Some people don't even like to listen to me. And guess what? They still tune in because we have an awesome community. That was 31 and a half seconds. Okay. Well, I got to take the L. Thanks. Yep, already liked and subbed for a while. I usually tune in whenever your teams are playing the New York teams. Oh, thanks, TD. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to TD, bro. Give you a little bell. Let's go. All right, Wes Wilson up to bat. And he takes a 77-mile-per-hour sweeper that catches the upper third of the zone for strike 1. Wilson hitting .291 on the season so far. And the 0-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 1. By the way, Francisco Alvarez's homer is the hardest hit homer of his career. It was at 114 miles per hour, really to be 113.8 to be exact. And he surpassed, as the next pitch is taken inside for ball 2, he surpassed the one that he hit 2 days ago which was 111.7 miles per hour off the bat. 2-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Can't say enough about him. 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Wes Wilson strikes out, and that is the third strikeout today by Manea. Ended up striking out Harper and Bohm to get the final 2 outs of the first. And Wilson leads off the third and strikes out here. Now Yohan Rojas is up, and he takes inside. Rojas wearing his gray and white batting gloves, so he'll try to show bunt and take it back. And he does get it back in time as the pitch was inside. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have on here? Give us a like count. The 2-0 delivery swung on and missed. That pitch was upstairs. Phillies and Mets will play tomorrow night at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. They're on Sunday Night Baseball. And, of course, we'll be covering that game. The 2-1 pitch from Manea. And that's fouled back towards the screen. Rojas had himself a night last night for the Phils. Ended up going 2 for 5 with 2 RBI, including a triple that was his third of the season. And the 2-2 delivery is fouled back again. Rojas also had a 2-run ground rule double as well back in the fourth. The pitch. That is just outside for ball 3. So that's going to make the count full. Manea not wasting any time in the payoff pitch. And that's popped up and hit over towards shallow right center field. And getting under it to make the catch is the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. He almost lost it for a second. But he just got back under it, was called off, and then called off Taylor out and right. So everybody has been retired ever since this man hit another leadoff homer. First pitch to Schwarber, and he grounds this one back up the middle, but Angel Acuna is there, and he'll throw it over to first base, sidearm throw to get Schwarber out for the third and final out of the inning. Phillies trail 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Vientos, Alonso, and Nimmo, the meat and potatoes of the order, are all coming up for the Mets. Okay. 83, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's get that like number up, folks. We need 3 more subs to get us to 4,300. Come on, man. If y'all have just a quick second, just subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask. We got to get to 4,300. Come on, bro. Let's go. I like you, JJ. Like to watch, too. Yeah, man, there's no problem with that. Phillies have 57 strikeouts in their last 38 innings. Is that coming into today? My spotter? You can pretty much watch the game live on the YouTube channel, Baseball Mundial. I don't know how you say that. That's cool. That gives more people an option, so that's nice. Just your friendly reminder to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. This is why I post our Stream Elements bots in the chat, because you can look at it and you can ignore it, but guess what? It's there, and it's just your friendly reminder to like and subscribe. All right, so it is time now for On This Day in Phillies History, which is brought to you by Broad and Pattison. We are not affiliated with them, but they do a really good job at posting really cool facts of stuff that has happened in Phillies history on this day. In 1911, on September 21st, Grover Cleveland Alexander threw a shutout in his 4th consecutive start, which was a club record at the time. And then 53 years later, today, is the anniversary of the Phillies losing the first of 10 straight games when the Reds' Chico Ruiz stole home to break a scoreless tie, starting one of the biggest collapses in Major League history. I'm sure that everybody knows about that. The pitch. There's a called strike. No balls, one strike. And Ranger Suarez kicks and delivers and throws it up high. The velocity is there for Ranger in regards to his speed. 42 pitches for Ranger. His fastballs have reached 92. Throws a cutter that is on the inside corner, but it is swung on and missed. In 2007, Phillies were in town to play the Nationals. Charlie Manning won 6 players with a visited with President Bush at the White House. And the 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called. There it is, a backwards K by Ranger. Sit down. The other guys that made the trip to the White House to go visit President Bush were Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, Jimmy Rollins, Pat Burrell, Cole Hamels, and Brett Myers. The pitch to Alonso, and that's taken down for ball 1. Suarez not wasting any time. He gets set at the letters, kicks and deals, and throws a strike. It looked a little bit low. That'll even the count, though. Alonso with 34 homers, as well as 87 RBI. He's one in front of Bryce Harper, who has 86. 1-1 pitch, just off the plate for ball 2. Alonso did walk in the first. It was the only walk that Ranger has allowed today. The 2-1 delivery, and that misses way off the plate. It was a changeup. Three balls, one strike. The windup and the pitch. And a strike called right at the kneecaps. It was a four-seamer at 94. Alonso lifetime has 226 homers and 585 RBI in 6 seasons. This is actually his 6th season, excuse me. Had 53 homers in his rookie year back in 2019. Next pitch on the way. That is taken down low for ball 4. He has not reached the 50 mark ever since then. Now, last year he did at 46 and drove in 118 RBI. The pitch to Nimmo. And there's a foul ball. It was bunted. Sarah Langs just posted this really cool stat. Most homers in first 7 career games with at least 1 plate appearance in Mets history. You had Mike Jacobs, who had 4 back in 2005. Ron Swoboda had 3 in 1965. And Luis Angel Acuna just tied that today. 3 homers in his first 7 career games with at least 1 plate appearance. Next pitch, and it's taken for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Double play would be really nice here to Brandon Nimmo. If you're a Ranger, 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. A sinker that was inside. Nimmo, 21 homers this season. 1-2 delivery, and Ranger tried to throw a curveball that was in the dirt, and Nimmo decided not to offer. Phillies aren't the only game on right now. Rays lead at 1-0 in the top of the 3rd as they're hosting the Blue Jays. The 2-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 3. Braves and Marlins are tied 1-1. The Braves did lose last night to the Fish 4-3. They had a chance to gain some ground on the Mets, but were not able to do so. And they play the Mets from Monday to Wednesday for the final time. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ranger kicks and fires, and that is popped up and hit out over towards the third base side and foul ground, and it goes out of play. Tigers also are up 2-1 against the Baltimore Orioles. And the Tigers are fighting for a playoff spot. Orioles still have a chance to win the division, but it is coming pretty narrow. Now, they do play the Yankees as well. That starts on Monday night. But their best odds are just clinching the top wild card seed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Suarez stares back at first, and now back to the plate in the payoff pitch. That's popped up again. It's hit out in foul ground, and Bohm can't get there, and it goes into the camera well and bounces right next to Taryn Hatcher. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Nimmo. 57 pitches by Ranger Suarez, and we're not even through the third. Payoff pitch. Line drive hit out over to left field, and that's a foul ball, thank goodness. That thing was screened out to left field. Wonder what the exit velo was on that. Twins and Red Sox just got postponed, so they'll play a doubleheader tomorrow. Presumably. Payoff pitch once again, and another foul ball. Nimmo stays alive, and the Mets fans are clapping along. Reds did beat the Pirates today by a score of 7-1. And the Nationals took care of business in Chicago and won 5-1 against the Cubs. 3-2 pitch, ground ball, hit over to second base, the flip over to shortstop, there's one. The throw over to first, not in time. And Nimmo beats out what potentially could have been a double play. It's a fielder's choice ground out instead. 4-6. That would have been nice. Want to keep that pitch count low, and Rangers like, darn it. Just beat it out. It's Tyrone Taylor, who grounded out to start off the second inning. Grounded out to short. And then Alvarez and Acuna homered. Pitch on the way. Line drive hit out over to left field, and that's going to drop in for a single. Stopping at second base is Nimmo, and Taylor heads on over to first, and there's 2 runners on with 2 outs. Hit that like button, folks, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. So, Caleb Cotham is going to go out there to have a conversation with Ranger Suarez here. The poll question that I asked today is, how many innings do you think Ranger's going to go? And a majority of you, 43% of you, have said 5 innings. 13% have said 3 innings or less. And we have 123 votes. And 24% of you have said 4 innings. Again, that can keep changing. $15 new subs for him. Good. Very, very good. I want you all to support other content creators. I do. I want you all to support other YouTubers. Just your friendly reminder to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So here is Francisco Alvarez the dangerous Francisco Alvarez, who had a solo homer his last time up. It was his second homer of the series. 0-1 pitch. And there's a changeup that misses low. 2 more subs till we get to 4,300. Come on, bro. Let's go. Where are my freaks at, man? Y'all are so quiet. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that's on the outside corner for strike 2. It was a 4-seamer that just left a little bit outside, but Ranger got the gift. Strikeout against this guy would be absolutely huge. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Ground ball hit back to Ranger. Played on a bounce. Ranger spins, turns, throws over to first, and Alvarez is out. Some traffic on the bases, but the Mets can't get a run home. Phillies are down 2-1 as we head to the top of the 4th in New York. That was big. We should raid PAS later. Sure. We can. Need some offense. Hey, Snowman Raid. What's going on, sir? How you doing, bro? Thank you so much for coming by. Snowman streaming. I should probably look that up. I know that you're doing college football today. I should know which game that you're doing, but I clearly have a lot in my head right now. You can post your link down below. Definitely don't be afraid to do that. Where is yours? I don't see. It's not coming up on my homepage. What's going on? Snowman Multimedia. There it is. You're doing Georgia Bulldogs. Oh, wait, no. It's Bulldogs versus Holy Cross. Okay. That's what you're doing. Nice. Good stuff. Hi, JJ in chat. There's one. There's a freak. Know a freak when I see him. And finally, this is working. It took forever, but for some reason it wasn't working, and now it is. Will it display the chat? That's the next question. There we go. Okay, good. Finally, it just started working. It took forever. Now it's working. So Harper, Bohm, and Castellanos are all coming up. David's now here. Now here's the active members. What have y'all been doing? Where were y'all before? 238 people tuning in. There's nothing bad about it. I'm calling a Trey Turner homer here. Okay? Let's see if you're right. First pitch to Trey, and that's taken outside for ball 1. That's not a home run. Trey did fly out in the first. A 1-0 pitch, and there's a foul ball hit back towards the screen. Manea still on the mound for New York. He's pitching in his 4th frame today. Gets set and fires and throws a changeup that swung on and missed by Trey Turner. I said before in the beginning parts of the game, the Phillies were going to have really good plate discipline against him today, and they haven't so far. 1-2 pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop. Luis Angel Acuna gobbles it up, fires across the diamond over to first, and Trey is out. And now Bryce Harper's coming up. Say, where were we, but where were you yesterday? I said on my community tab that I wasn't going to be on. But no. No, I was out. I was out with my family. My sister was in town, and I wanted to go see her perform. She's on tour, so I wanted to go see her. The pitch. And there's a ball that's off the plate to make it a 1-0 count. Top of the 4th, Bryce Harper at the dish. We're in the red batting gloves. And the 1-0 pitch, there's a fly ball hit out over to left field, and it's going to be caught for out number 2. Just like that. So that's now 11 straight batters retired. I don't know why it took me forever to figure that out. 11 straight batters retired by Sean Manea. Crazy. I hope that went well. The pitch to Bohm. There's a fly ball. It's hit off the end of the bat, and that's going to be directly at the left fielder, Nimmo. And 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies once again. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Harrison Bader, Luis Angel Acuna, and Jose Iglesias will be coming up for the Mets. Can the Phillies keep it a 2-1 game? That's the question. Community tabs. Well, I hope that went well, and I am not familiar with the community tabs. So what you do is if you go to my homepage, okay, you click on my name. Okay, what you do if you're doing this from your phone, okay, you click on my homepage, okay, and then you see different folders or sections. We'll call it sections. Okay, you got home, you got live stream, you got playlists, you got videos, and then you see community posts. That should be on there as well. Actually, let me walk you through it myself because I should know this. No, it's on there. So you click on my name. There you go. Okay. Home, videos, shorts, live, podcasts. Okay, you got to put your thumb down, and then you scroll to the right, and then you'll see more. And then it's under playlists, playlist, posts, and membership. So if you go to posts, then you'll see what I do. Make sure your bell icons are turned on, folks. Turn on personalized notification bells, and then you'll get instant notifications on what I post or if I'm going live. You got a $2 dono. Who's your sister? Her name is Alyssa Joseph. Shout out to her. She's really cool. Thank you so much for the $2 dono, by the way. Appreciate that, bro. That's my sister. She's the best. I love her. Here we go. Ranger is going to pitch the bottom of the fourth in the pitch, and that is low and inside for a ball. Okay. We got another $2 dono. Another $2 dono? Did you just donate twice? No. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop, and that is going to be thrown over to first base by Trey Turner, and there's 1 gone. All right, time for me to focus once again. 1 more sub till we get to 4,300. Come on, bro. That was Harrison Bader, by the way, that grounded out. Now it's Luis Angel Acuna who steps up to the box, and he fouls off the first pitch. Who's your sister? It's like who's your daddy? No, I'm kidding. I don't know why. It just popped into my head. The ball is 1 strike in the pitch. That's taken way outside for a ball. You're definitely more than welcome to go follow her if you are interested in indie rock. That's what she does. You can certainly go check her out. She does really good stuff. 1-1 pitch. That's taken up high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to right field, and Castellanos is there. Stops for a second, then makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the fourth. It's currently 5:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Here's Jose Iglesias, who has had Ranger Suarez's number today. A single and a double in reverse order. First pitch, it's a curveball that's taken at the kneecaps for strike 1. Jose's average now at .339. He's been red hot for the Mets, and that's why he's batting leadoff for Francisco Lindor. The 0-1, a little cue shot that's hit back in between the mound and the catcher behind the plate, And Ranger throws it over to first, and there's the third and final out of the inning. Stumbled a little bit there, but end result is the final out. 1-2-3 inning for Ranger Suarez. That's his first 1-2-3 inning today. And we played 4 full innings and head to the top of the 5th. 2-1 New York. What's up, Lou? How you doing, bro? What's good, everyone? I'm hanging out with my little nieces today, and we are playing, but I have you guys on my phone, and we are listening along. Bro, I hope that you're spending good quality time with your nieces, man. That's awesome. Family time, that's important, bro. But thanks so much for coming on here. Does she play indie rock like in a band? No, she's solo. I mean, she has like, somebody, who plays instruments like with her and stuff. But yeah, she's cool. Paparazzi swarms JJ's sister. What's JJ really like? Oh gosh. That's exactly what I need. I don't want to put my family through trouble. But I guess that sort of comes with this territory now. Hopefully in like 10 years we can get to like a really like high level, but that is something that I will have to think about in 10 years. If we do make it to that. But we'll see. We shall see. For sure. One more subscriber to get us to 4,300. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. We'll do that in the next inning, actually. First pitch to Nick Castellanos, and that is swung on and missed. There we go, we did it. Thank you. The pitch to Casty, fly ball hit out over to left field. That's carrying, that's going back towards the track. Bye-bye baseball, and we got a tie game. And the Phillies are able to even the game back at 2 apiece. 22 jacks from Nick Castellanos. That's nice. Let's go. Where's the Casty emojis? Come on. Comes JT Realmuto in the pitch, and that's taken for a strike. There we go. Come on, bro. I need my members. Where are my members at, bro? Come on. I need to, hear you. I need to hear you loud and clear, bro. Oh, we don't have any Castellanos emojis yet. Oh, wait. Yes, we do. Here we go. There's one. There's a Castellanos emoji. No balls, 2 strikes to JT Realmuto. Sorry about that. You can get distracted by doing a lot of things on here. No balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch and that's fouled away. Traditionally, if I was just doing play-by-play, I wouldn't have this extra stuff to worry about. So this wouldn't be a problem, but that's what comes with the streaming territory. Because you got a lot more responsibility. Because you're doing it all yourself. You're a one-man show. 0-2 pitch. There's a foul ball. JT did homer in last night's game. That thing went a long distance. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And JT strikes out swinging. And Manea gets his 4th strikeout. 270 people watching. Larry says Casty emoji. Bro, y'all should become members if you can. I'm not saying, obviously, some of y'all, can't, and that's understandable. I'm just saying, for those of you that are really interested, and for those of you that, want to do it, you really should. especially for Red October, bro. We're going to see a lot of rally towels, and we're going to try to really get more fan engagement in this chat because I want this chat to go off. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss, and there is strike 2. The JJ Casty emoji. The ball's 2 strikes. And the 0-2 is up high for a ball. And also outside. Jack's here. Says Real Muto is useless. That's how I know Jack is here. That's his first comment. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. Edmundo Sosa strikes out on the high fastball. There's back-to-back Ks. Wrote that down for the wrong inning. So Austin Hayes and Spencer Turnbull are both set to begin rehab assignments this weekend, so that should be interesting. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. The weekend has started, technically, so. 1 ball, no strikes. Wes Wilson at the plate, and the pitch, grounder, rolled sharply over to third base. Vientos has it, fires across the diamond, and there's the third and final out. However, Nick Castellanos goes yard and gives the Phillies a tie once again. 2-2 is the score. Bottom of the 5th coming up when the Phillies return. Okay. Round ball. That's over here. All right, if you guys do want to become members of Play-by-Play with JJ, all you got to do, I'm going to post the link again in the chat. Okay? I'm going to do that right now. Let's do it. Good stuff. Of course, I will eventually. Oh no, I wasn't talking to you. I'm just you just reminded me to to talk, to get people to become members. Sometimes I use your chat as a cue. I do that sometimes. Sometimes it sounds wrong, but sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you guys use me because guess what? You guys are using me to tune into the Phillies games, but sometimes I use you guys for information, and sometimes I use you for cues, for segues and stuff like that. So it works out both ways. That's why we're freaks. That's why we're Philly freaks, man. With a capital P and a capital H. And speaking of segues, if you want to become a part of the Freak Nation, like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. All right, I did say that we were going to do something. Oh, yes. Okay. That reminds me. Here we go. So I want to do Name That Philly, okay? I want to do Name That Philly. That's what we're going to do right now, okay? Name That Philly. Okay, so who is this Philly that I'm speaking about? All right. I'm going to tell you 3 things. I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Okay, I made my debut in 1969. And I was also on the Royals and the Braves. The ball's 1 strike and the pitch. And that's taken down low for a ball. I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I made my debut in 1969, and I played, besides with the Phillies, I played with the Royals and the Braves, and I forgot to say the Pirates, too. Sorry about that. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's taken down low for ball 2. Mike Schmidt. Incorrect. The 2-1 pitch, grounder, rolled over to shortstop. Turner has it, flips it over to first, and there's 1 gone. I'll reveal the answer when we go to the top of the 6th. How's that sound? Keep you on your toes. This is probably what I should do. I will ask it one more time. I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I made my debut in 1969, and I played for, besides the Phillies, I played on the Pirates, the Royals, and the Braves. 1 ball, no strikes to Mark Vientos. Ranger with 78 pitches already. He's gone 4 1/3 so far today. He kicks and delivers. And that's way outside and low for ball 2. Ranger, when you take a look at his home road splits, at home he has a 3.55 ERA. On the road he has a 2.78 ERA. 2-0 delivery. And that is swung on and missed. One out, bottom of the 5th. 2-2 is the score between the Phillies and the Mets in Game 3 of this series, which is tied 1-1. Next one is taken for strike 2, and that's going to make the count now 2-2. Ranger not wasting any time. Winds up and fires the pitch. Swing and a miss. A changeup that was way outside, and Vientos, he got fooled. 3 strikeouts by Ranger Suarez as he deposits another one into the bank. Two outs now here in the bottom of the 5th. And it's Pete Alonso up next. And he'll ground that one foul. Alonso has walked 2 times today against Ranger. The 0-1 delivery, and that's up high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Suarez kicks and delivers. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Ranger may have 1 more inning in him. How about that? See if the Phillies can give him some extra run support. Only 5 hits and 4 2/3, 3 strikeouts and a couple of walks, and the 2-1 is down low for ball 3. Hopefully we didn't just jinx him. That would suck. If the Phillies win today, then they clinch the NL East. 3-1 pitch, and that's down low for ball 4. And that's the 3rd walk by Pete Alonso today. And Brandon Nimmo is going to come on up to the plate. Nimmo 0 for 2. And the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Ranger stares back over at first base. Now back to the plate. And the 0-1 delivery swung on and missed for strike 2 to Brandon Nimmo. There's a bright pink elbow guard. Also wearing some high black socks. The 0-2 is in the dirt for a ball. Why the question if you don't monitor the chat? Here we go. I'll answer that. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Brandon Nimmo strikes out, and Ranger gets his 4th strikeout of the day. And the side is retired. So the Mets are not able to capitalize, and the Phillies will head to the top of the 6th. It's 2-2 in New York. All right. So again, the question was, okay, name that former Philly. Okay, he's from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Besides playing with the Phillies, he played with the Pirates, the Royals, and the Braves, and also made his debut back in 1969. In 1969. So, Dave Cash was the first guess. And that's incorrect. Ron Reed was the next one. And that was incorrect. Willie Montanez. That is Willie Montanez. That's also incorrect. And Stan said Gene Garber with a question mark. And that is correct. Gene Garber made his debut in 1969 for the Pirates. Played with the Phillies from 1974 to 1978. Also was on the Royals from 73 to 74, and then again on the Royals from 87 to 88. But was on the Braves after he was on the Phillies. Played for 9 seasons with the Braves. So that is correct. Gene Garber, that is correct. Good job. Good job. Is the guy still alive that you're speaking about? Yep, he's still alive. Still alive. He is 76 years old. JJ, congrats on 4.3. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. And somebody asked me why. I wanted to see where that was. Yohan Rojas is coming up to the plate. We're in the top of the 6th, and the first pitch is taken for strike 1. Manea still, of course, on the bump for his 6th frame of work. Gene Garber is right. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's fouled away. Where was that chat? It's like a radio play-by-play. It is, man. No balls, 2 strikes to Yohan Rojas. And the 0-2, and that's fouled away. So Leo says, got 10 answers, so what the heck? Why ask the question if you don't monitor the chat? Number one, I asked the question because guess what? I can't monitor everybody, but the more bigger we get, I want to try to display some that I can. It's no disrespect to you. 1-1, and that's a foul ball. That's just what happens like when you get bigger, bro. You miss things. But I like to ask because, you know, for those that I do see, I like to get a response. And I also like it because you guys get to listen to each other and you can make friends on here. That's why I do it, man. 1-1, and there's a foul ball. And I did say at the end of the inning, we'll reveal the answer. Did I not say that? I did say that. 1-2 pitch, grounder, rolled over to shortstop. Luis Angel Acuna has it, throws it over to first. And there's 1 gone. Top of the 6th, 1 out. In case you are wondering, how do we get here, JJ? Well, Kyle Schwarber had his 15th leadoff homer of the season back in the top of the 1st. Francisco Alvarez then tied it in the bottom of the 2nd on the solo homer. And then Luis Angel Acuna homered 2 batters later to make it 2-1. The ball is 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. And then Castellanos tied it in the top of the 5th to make it 2-2. The pitch on the way, and that's swung on and hit out over towards center field off the end of the bat by Schwarber. And Bader gets underneath it and catches the can of corn for out number 2. Love this. Makes me feel like old school radio vibes. That's why I like doing this, man. Traditional play-by-play. That's what I want to do. But I want to bring it on here to YouTube. The pitch to Trey Turner. That's off the plate. Trey hitless in 2 at-bats today. Manea kicks and delivers and throws a sweeper that catches the kneecaps for strike 1. Trey's average is at .297. Has 19 homers, 59 RBI as well. Manea winds up and delivers. And that's swung on and missed. Changeup, good one thrown by Sean Manea. That catches the outer third of the zone, and Turner was late. Sean not wasting any time, and he fires the 1-2, and Turner gets a piece of it and stays alive. Base is empty, 2 outs, top of the 6th, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trey Turner, and the next one is down and in. Phillies are 7 games above the New York Mets in the NL East, and with a win today, a Phillies win today, they can clinch the division. The 2-2 pitch, and Turner goes around on a changeup that was way off the plate. It was wide, and Turner half swung at it, and there was no need to appeal. He's out. Bottom of the 6th coming up, and the Phillies will send Jose Ruiz out there on the bump as Ranger Suarez, his afternoon is done. Can Jose Ruiz hold the fort down? We'll see as we go to the bottom of the 6th. I think that, like, what also makes this really unique, too, is that we don't have commercials on here. We don't. And I like to kind of keep it that way because, you know, these breaks, I feel like that it goes by faster because we're having more fun, because we're having a talk, you and I, and you guys are having a talk amongst yourselves. And I like that. And I think that that's awesome. But just remember, okay, I want you to just remember that I'm not just ditching you guys. I'm not just like asking a question, okay, and having you tell something just to like not listen to it. That's not the point. The point is, with having these open discussions, we have other people that are on here that can listen in, right? And, you know, you get to talk to them. But also, if I do get to your message, you know, I'll read it. It's nothing personal. It's nothing like that. That's not who I am. And I want you to understand that. I do. I want you to get that. So Ranger Suarez, his afternoon is done. 5 innings for Ranger. 2 earned runs on 5 hits. There were just solo homers hit by Alvarez and Acuna. 91 total pitches, too, and 4 strikeouts and 3 walks allowed to Pete Alonso. Here's Jose Ruiz. This will be his 49th outing of the season. He has a 4-1 record, a 3.66 ERA. Struggled his last couple of outings. The pitch, that's just down low and outside for a ball. Destiny Gallardo, who writes for Phillies Nation, just tweeted out something I just learned. Kevin Long wears number 35. Now wears number 35 on his jersey. Interesting. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch to Tyrone Taylor, and that's taken inside for ball 2. Ruiz comes set and fires the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. Rojas will come down with it and make the catch. Had to maneuver a little bit back and over towards his right. Taylor flies out to center field, and Alvarez will get a crack at it. I'm doing pretty good, dude. I'm doing pretty good. My favorite Philly of all time? I've been watching since 06, so Ryan Howard. Pitch on the way, and that's taken in the dirt. 2-2, bottom of the 6th, 1 out, base is empty. Ruiz comes set and fires and throws a strike that reaches 96 on the gun. Jose Ruiz comes set and fires another fastball that's painted perfectly at the kneecaps for strike 2. Time it was a little bit lower, but still caught the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Francisco Alvarez, and there's a curveball that's thrown that's outside and down. Alvarez last year had 25 homers in 382 at-bats and 63 RBI, as well as a 209 average. Struck out a lot, 110 times to be exact. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Francisco Alvarez in the 2-2. And there's a tapper that's fouled over to third base. Tapper's one that we haven't used in a while. Yeah, but you got to make money also. Well, that's why we have the ads on here. You know what I mean? Like, sure, if somebody like wants to sponsor the channel and stuff, like I can get them to do it, but I'm not gonna take away my time from y'all. Like, if we can do reads and stuff like that, that's cool. That's like what I do for the 7th inning, but it's different. I care more about my interaction with you guys. 2-2 pitch. That is lifted out over to right field, but it's going to be a foul ball. Thanks, John. I appreciate you, bro. We got a $2 dono from Jack. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? 2 balls, 2 strikes in the next pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over to right field, and that's going to be caught. Thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. Roger Maris hit 61 homers. How many intentional walks? That I don't know. You're putting me on the spot here, dude. No, I don't know. Roger doesn't play for the Phillies. But no, I don't know. The pitch on the way, and it's taken down low for a ball. How many? Now I got to know. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs, 1 ball, and no strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. 5-4 was my final score prediction today. Bader at the dish, and the 1-1 is down. My favorite Philly, Juan Samuel. Yeah. He was your favorite? I didn't know that. 2-1 pitch. That just catches the outside corner in the eyes of Vic Carapazza for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is down and out. 286 people tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Jose Ruiz is on the mound for the Phillies. A big payoff pitch coming on up, and that is just outside for ball 4. And Bader gets on with a walk. That's the 4th walk allowed by Phillies pitching today. Now it's Luis Angel Acuna facing Jose Ruiz. And Ruiz comes set, and Angel Acuna tries to lift this one out over to right field, and that is going to go down for a base hit and bounce into right field for a ground rule double. So Bader, who was going to come on home, has to go back over to third. Base. And it's 2-2. As Acuna hits a ground rule double. Castellanos, it came off the end of the bat. The screen froze for a second, so I apologize. Casty was sliding, and he tried to make a sliding catch, and there's not a lot of foul ground in between the right field line and the stands, so it just bounced on the line, and it went into the stands, and there's a ground rule double. So that puts runners at 2nd and 3rd. Iglesias comes up and takes strike 1, right down the middle. Cunha over at 2nd, Bader at 3rd. The 0-1 pitch. And that's fouled back towards the screen. Honestly, it's better that it was a ground rule double because Bader was running. He was literally at home plate. 0-2 pitch, grounder, and that's hit off the glove of Ruiz, and he throws over to first from his knees in time. Jose Ruiz just played that one on a bounce. He bobbled it initially. It went a little bit behind him. He knocked it down, got on his knees, threw it over to first base, and that's how the final out is recorded, and Jose Iglesias is retired. So no runs out of all that. 2 men left in scoring position, and the Phillies are going to try to take the lead as we head to the top of the 7th, all knotted up at 2 apiece. That was bizarre. Roger Maris only had 42 intentional walks in his career. In 1961, he hit 61 homers and got 0 intentional walks. Probably because the Yankees' lineup was loaded. Interesting. Am I from Philly? No, I'm from South Jersey. Right outside of Philadelphia. Right outside of Philly. Hmm. 291 people tuning in. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I appreciate each and every one of you. My old phone is small. The emojis all look alike, says the ghost of Buddy Ryan. Yeah. I wish I could make that different. Now, if you do have a laptop or if you have an iPad or another tablet, it will definitely appear bigger on those devices. So that might help. That might actually help. A little backstory about me. I'm from South Jersey. Grew up outside of Philly, and went to Rowan University. Graduated in the spring of 2022 with a sports broadcasting degree. Got to intern with the Delaware Bluecoats and the Wilmington Blue Rocks and call games for them while I was in school, which was a really awesome opportunity. Bluecoats are a G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Blue Rocks are the High A affiliate of the Washington Nationals. Here comes Bryce Harper, and he'll foul that one back over towards the screen. Then I interned at NFL Films, and I wanted to come on here and just call games, get reps, and reps. That's what we're doing. 0-1, and that's outside for a ball. That's what originally we were doing at first, but now we're just building up a really cool community because this thing's going to take over. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bryce Harper, and the next pitch is fouled off. Phillies have Orion Kerkering warming up, and they'll pitch the bottom of the 7th. I just read that comment, and that was posted like an hour ago. That's because Ninja Chat stopped working. I just realized that. 1-2 delivery. Another foul ball. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? How many likes do we have? One ball, 2 strikes. Manea kicks and fires, and that's out. That's off the plate for ball 2. Braves now lead at 2-1. They got an RBI from Matt Olson. It was an RBI single. 2-2 pitch. Fouled back over towards the screen. Sounds good, David. 2-2 pitch in the air. Hit out over to deep left field. That's going back towards the track, and it is caught just at the 358 sign. And Harper just missed a home run. And Brandon Nimmo just was able to get himself into good fielding position to make the catch and slam into the wall. He had to back up a little bit, and he sort of leaned and caught it into his glove as he was in the air. And Harper was like, darn it. He just missed a homer. 1 away, and now it's Bohm who's up to bat. And Manea kicks and fires, and it's upstairs. 82 pitches by Sean Manea, The only 2 hits that he has allowed today were the solo homers. 1-0, and that's a called strike. That was hit by Kyle Schwarber in the top of the first and Nick Castellanos in the top of the fourth. 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be lined off the heel of the pitcher, and it's hit over towards shortstop, and the throw over to first is in time. That was sort of pinballed over to Luis Angel Acuna. Just bounced off of the big toe of Manea. It did. Hit him right there. Sort of tried to hop on over it, and Luis Angel Acuna was just able to field it like it was a routine grounder, a routine one-hopper, if you will. There's 2 away. So Bohm does ground out. And now it's Nick Castellanos who stares at the sinker that is just at the head level. The 1-0 pitch. That's popped up, hit out over towards straightaway center field. Bader takes about 4 steps forward over the second base and stops and makes the catch. And the side is retired. And that is the third 1-2-3 inning today by Sean Manea. And we head to the bottom of the 7th, this stretch time out in New York. Trivia time, that's what that means. So let's do that. Bottom of the 7th, it is trivia time for Philly Freak Nation. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear that. If you get it wrong, you'll hear that. And, of course, this is brought to you by, this trivia question is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. If you're in South Jersey or Philadelphia or the Pennsylvania area, my guy Ethan, man, has you covered on all your mortgage needs. So if you want to give him a call today, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. He was my old basketball coach. He's been a very, very big inspiration in my life and has really been just an incredible person, really, on and off the court for me. He's helped me in so many ways. So make sure that you give him a call today, 609-230-5558. That's his phone number. It's in the description. And you can look more into it. But if you need to refinance your home or if you have any other homeowner needs, make sure that you give him a call. All right. So I'm going to ask you a trivia question. All right. So here we go. Let's ask away. Let's do this. On July 17th of 2008, the Philadelphia Phillies traded... we did this one. Sorry about that. Did that one. On July 29th of 2002, the Philadelphia Phillies traded Doug Nickel, this player, and cash considerations to the St. Louis Cardinals in exchange for Mike Timlin, Bud Smith, and which player? Which player? Phillies traded Doug Nickel on July 29th of 2002. This player and in cash to the St. Louis Cardinals in exchange for Mike Timlin, Bud Smith, and which player? And the pitch, and that's taken inside. This player gets me confused about this question. Oh, it's a two-parted answer. I see. 1 ball, no strikes in the next pitch, and that swung on and missed. So there's 2 answers. The Phillies traded Doug Nickel, blank, and cash to the St. Louis Cardinals in exchange for Mike Timlin, Bud Smith, and blank. 2 balls, 1 strike to Starling Marte. I don't really like this one. And the next one is outside for ball 3. Last time, on July 29th, 2002, the Phillies traded Doug Nickel, blank, and cash to the St. Louis Cardinals in exchange for Mike Timlin, Bud Smith, and blank. Next pitch, and that's taken down low for ball 4. So Marte gets on with a walk. Orion Kerkering is pitching. So Scott Rowland, Phillies traded Doug Nichols, Scott Rowland, and cash. That is correct. In exchange for Mike Timlin, Bud Smith, and who else? Scott Rowland and Placido Polanco. That is correct. Got it. The ball is 1 strike to Mark Vientos. That was a very weird one, the way that they phrased it. 0-1, and that is fouled away. July 29, 2002, the Phillies traded Doug Nichols, Scott Rowland, and cash to the St. Louis Cardinals in exchange for Mike Timlin, Bud Smith, and Placido Polanco. That's correct. Good job. One ball, 2 strikes to Mark Vientos. Bottom of the 7th, and the next pitch, check swing. He went around. They didn't even appeal. And Vientos is down on strikes. It's the first strikeout by Orion Kerkering. What's today's date? September 21st of 2024. Good stuff. Here comes Pete Alonso in the pitch, and that drills him right on the shoulder. His helmet came flying off. That came at 98 miles per hour. And Alonso is going to go on over to first base, and Mets fans are booing Orion Kerkering. Not intentional at all whatsoever. Just got him right on the higher back towards the shoulder area. And he will go on over to first base. It's getting checked out by the trainers. There was certainly no malice behind that. Mendoza's there, as well as the athletic trainer for the Mets. And Alonso's walking, so that's fine. He's heading on over to first base, but Mets cannot deal with any injuries. The Phillies can't deal with injuries either. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. We got 307 people watching. Come on, bro. And Caleb Cotham is now going to go have a conversation with Orion. It's a critical spot, for sure. It is 5:54 p.m. Eastern Time. This game got started at 4:10. It feels like it's been going on for 3 hours. It does. It feels like it's been a longer game. Four strikeouts for Vientos. Yes, that is correct. He has struck out 4 times today. Good job. Here's Brandon Nimmo, who's 0 for 3, grounded out, flied out as well, and also struck out. Actually grounded out, grounded into a fielder's choice, and then struck out. Kerkering with 10 pitches. He allowed a walk to Marte, struck out Vientos, and then just hit Alonso. And the Phillies could use a double play. First pitch, swing and a miss. It was a sweeper that was in the dirt. And Orion is ahead in the count. Phillies haven't even had a runner in scoring position. The Mets have had 5, and they're 0 for 5. Just 2 hits for the Phillies today. Both of them solo homers. 0-1 pitch, and that's in the dirt. Came at 98 miles per hour. If the Titans win, they'll be celebrating tonight because then, for the first time in 13 years, they will have officially clinched the NL East. 1-1 pitch. Line drive, blooped out over to left center field for a base hit. Rounding third And coming on in to score will be Marte. Heading over to third base is Alonso, and the Mets take the lead 3-2. And Nimmo comes through here in the bottom of the 7th. Just hit off the tail end of the bat. He's all fired up. All right, the runners at the corners. Just try to get out of this. And the pitch to Tyrone Taylor is down. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch fouled back over towards the screen. Kerkering had a 1.93 ERA coming into this ball game and just gave up his first run, his first earned run since August 15th. 1-1, and that's in there for a strike, and no throw is made over to second base as diving in there safely is Brandon Nimmo, who gets a steal. So there goes the double play, potentially. And that's going to put runners at second and third. That's big. 2-1 pitch. Hopper, that's fouled. Orion needs a strikeout here. Two runners in scoring position for the Mets. Nimmo's at second, and over at third is Alonso. The pitch. Foul ball. Taylor hitting .271 with runners in scoring position this season and has gone deep twice. The 2-2 delivery just outside, and the count is now full at 3-2. Francisco Alvarez is in the on-deck circle. 3-2 on the way, just fouled off. We'll take a look at the scores when we head into the inning break. Jose Alvarado looks like he's about ready to get loosened up in the bullpen in case it goes, in case it starts to get ugly. I mean, the Mets have like all righties in their lineup except for Brandon Nimmo. Just saying. The 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and there's a big strikeout by Kerkering. That was huge. Tyrone Taylor strikes out on swinging at a curve. Would have been a strike anyways. But from 12 to 6, oof. Now it's Francisco Alvarez who comes up, and he takes that one just off the plate. Alvarez is a solo homer back in the second. Whatever you do, don't throw anything over the middle. And the 1-0 pitch. And there's a foul ball just off the end of the bat. Braves took the lead, and the Marlins just tied it back. It's 2-2. In that game, it's 3-2 here. Bottom of the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch, a strike called on the inner third of the zone for strike 2. Good movement on the sweeper from Orion Kerkering. That thing had a lot of spin and turn to it. Keep it a 1-run game. The 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be hit off the end of the bat. Rojas on the run, and he can't make the catch. Wilson tried to dive for it. Rojas is there to back him up. 2 runs are easily going to score, and Francisco Alvarez just gave the Mets some insurance on a bloop 2-run double hit out over to left center field, and he is all fired up. Just hit sharply just off the end of the bat, and he put it in a really good spot. That leadoff walk really did hurt him. And the hit by pitch to Pete Alonso, that hurt him too. Mets starting to feel good. It's now 5-2 in the bottom of the 7th. And that certainly does change a lot. And Orion Kirkering, well, his night is done. And we have a pitch and change. Jose Alvarado will come on in to face Harrison Bader. Okay. Not a good line by him. Yep, that's game. Still ain't over, bro. They're best friends. What's going on, bro? What is up, everybody? We got another $2 dono. Oh wait, that was from. Oh wait, we did that one. Wish Alvarez was our catcher. Wish Alvarez was our catcher. No. 71 strikeouts in 60 innings. Yep, I said that. Crazy. Really, really crazy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. We have 243 people tuning in. Boy. After this inning, I'm going to stretch, and I will take a quick step off. We still have 243 people tuning in. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's keep the subs coming, bro. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Mod Squad, you need to. I need y'all to be on point today, man. I do. How many likes do we have in the chat? And just continue to promote the channel. I know that we don't have too many mods on here, so I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of grace. But I need y'all to put in the work. It's nice to come on here and to be able to talk to people, but I still need y'all to, promote the channel too. With great power comes great responsibility, as they say in Spider-Man. Here's Jose Alvarado pitching to Harrison Bader, and he throws it up high for a ball. Alvarez over at second base. He got on with a bloop double, a bloop two-run double that was, to make it 5-2 New York. And the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. The cutter was down and in. Phillies came into today with the 8th best ERA in all of baseball with a 3.76 ERA. 1-1. That's a foul ball once again. They also were 7th in the fewest earned runs allowed. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Alvarado gets a strikeout. And that's going to end the inning. However, the Mets do explode for 3 runs, thanks to an RBI single by Brandon Nimmo and a 2-run double by Francisco Alvarez. Phillies down 5-2 as we head to the top of the 8th. Let's see if the Phillies can try to cut the deficit. Be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Come on. I want us to get to 4,500 before the playoffs. 4,500, which means that we have a week left. Means that we got to get 200 more before the playoffs. I think that we can. We're gonna grind, and we're absolutely gonna get there. The pitch on the way, and that's taken inside for a ball. Tomorrow, what we'll do is I'm not gonna do it tonight. But tomorrow we'll go live for the Brewers game, and we'll do the Phillies game. How's that sound? 1 ball, no strikes, and here's the next pitch, and that is taken for a called strike to JT. Manea still pitching. He's now in the 8th inning. Just 2 solo homers allowed. That's it. And the 1-1 delivery, and that is grounded back up the middle for a base hit, and JT Realmuto comes through with a single. And finally, the Phillies have a hit besides a home run. Rally Towels in the chat. Come on, bro. Let's go. Are you people even paying attention? Kirkering has been excellent this season. It's just reactionary, man. Just reactionary. And we have a pitching change just like that. Edmundo Sosa's coming up to the plate, and it looks like Garrett is going to come on in for the New York Mets. The runner at first base is still Manea's responsibility. So Kirkering is in line to get the loss. The Mets lead 3-0. The Braves just took the lead back against the Miami Marlins, thanks to a 2-run homer by Matt Olson. And they lead it 4-2. There's Prince Monito. Let's see those rally towels. Come on, bro. I need rally towels in the chat. Let's go, baby. Where are they? There they are. I want to see more rally towels from more people. There's Jane. Jane's finally here. Let's go. Jane's here, I meant to say. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's go, baby. Come on, Fightins. Come on, bro. Top of the 8th, and a runner on over at first. If the Phillies can somehow manage to get another guy on base, then the tying run would be coming up. It is rally time. We're in the middle of a pitch and change. While we're doing that, like and subscribe. We got 270 people on here watching. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel as well by hitting that super chat button. And you can also become a member of Play by Play with JJ. How do I become a member, JJ? I'm going to post a link right here in the live chat. It's listed right here, right now. You click on that link. Okay, it's $2.99 a month. You get access to those really awesome emojis. There's a lot more emojis. And you also get a special podcast as well. And you get early access to my videos that I do post, which there will be more. Trust me. There absolutely will be more. All right. Reed Garrett is going to come on in the pitch. I've been listening, doing some chores. I feel you. I feel you. I absolutely feel you. Thank you so much for coming on here. I appreciate you. Bryson Stott's going to come on up to the dish, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. And he's ahead in the count 1-0. Stott 0 for 2. Sosa was 0 for 2. Stott's going to pinch hit and the pitch, and that's taken for a strike. I like the move by Rob. Want to do lefty on righty. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. Can he get on? Time is called really quickly. And Garrett's going to reset, and so will Stott. The 1-1 pitch off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Phillies put up 12 runs last night, and they won 12-2. And on Thursday night, they lost 10-6. They're down 5-2 here against the Mets. Top of the 8th. A runner over at first. Nobody out. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled back towards the screen by Stott. Reed Garrett, 31 years old, from Henrico, Virginia, has a 3.21 earned run average. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 81 strikeouts as well. Garrett kicks and fires, and Stott swung at ball 4, but he fouls it away and says, darn it. Stott 0 for 3 against Reed Garrett. And time called again. JT leads off over at first base and now gets back to the bag. No disengagement, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch to Stott, and there's a ground ball hit out to right field for a base hit. JT rounding second. The throw over to third is just in time. What a throw by Tyrone Taylor, but even a ballsy move by JT. And the tying run is coming up to the plate thanks to back-to-back singles by the Phillies. And it's Wes Wilson's spot. Let's see again. He was safe. Oh, absolutely. Vientos had a good tag. That was a bang-bang play. JT's speed just was able to win over at third. Had to dive into the bag, and he got his left hand in, or his right hand in there. And was tagged on the left shoulder. So now it's Brandon Marsh coming up to the plate. All right, let's see the Marsh emojis. Cal Stevenson up next. And no pinch hit for Johan Rojas. Garrett kicks and fires the pitch. It's popped up, it's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. All right. No balls, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh, who is just 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Garrett in his career. George! 0-1 pitch outside for ball 1. Marsh over his last 10 games batting .281 with a double, 2 homers, and 5 runs driven in. 1 ball, 1 strike to Marsh. Garrett kicks and delivers, and that thing is popped up and hit out over towards shallow center field. It's not that deep. Luis Angel Acuna gets under it, and he'll make the catch, and there's 1 gone. It was right down the middle, too, and Marsh got way underneath it. And Cal Stevenson, who has come up in big spots like this, well, he's going to be coming up to the plate now, and Schwarber waits in the on-deck circle. Just fight. That's all that we ask. Phillies trying to get to the Mets bullpen once again. Can they do it? Stott at first. Realmuto over at third. Top of the 8th. And the pitch to Stevenson. Grounder hit over to first base. The flip over to second. There's 1 throw over to first, and it's dropped by Garrett. He would have been safe anyways. JT does score, and that's now 5-3 on the RBI fielder's choice by Cal Stevenson. And Kyle Schwarber is now coming up to the plate. Mendoza was backing up. I don't know if I don't know what they're trying to say here. Alonso got it and threw it over to second base. Stott was initially out of the baseline, and Luis Angel Acuna trying to say that Stott didn't slide and didn't really, he didn't slide or anything, and just threw it over to first base, and I don't know what they're complaining about. Doesn't really make any sort of sense to me, and that's going to be it for Reed Garrett. So Schwarber comes up. It's 5-3. There's a runner on over at first, and Schwarber's the tying run. Are they going to bring in Edwin Diaz? I guess that they are. It's an RBI fielder's choice. Like and subscribe, folks, and turn on those notification bell icons. Kyle doesn't tie it here, it's over, says Larry. I beg to differ. I believe in them. Thought he was out. JJ, what's going on, bro? What is up? I made it sound like he was out. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I apologize there. He was safe. He was safe over at third. It was a bang-bang play, but he was safe. I'm sorry. I really do apologize about that. That's usually not what I do. Weird. Very, very weird. Schwarber's the tying run. You don't have to get out of the way of the throw. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, like, what he's complaining about. I have no clue. So Edwin Diaz is going to come on in to face Kyle Schwarber, and let's see if the Phillies can make him pay. Oh, boy. This is a huge at-bat here. Let's do a trumpet charge. Charge! Another chance to destroy Diaz. Love it. Yeah. The throw was actually in time, but the swipe was not in time. So, really, that is the right call, but he was safe. Edwin Diaz is going to come on in to face Schwarber in the first pitch. It's at 99, just at the kneecaps for strike one to Kyle Schwarber. He is the closer for the Mets. And the 0-1 to Schwarber, it's outside for a ball. Diaz does have a 3.59 earned run average this season. So 1-1. That just misses inside for ball two. Not by much. Came at 100 miles per hour. Schwarber's 0 for 6 against him with 4 strikeouts lifetime in his career. The 2-1 pitch to Schwarber, and that's way outside for ball three. And Diaz does not look like he's commanding the zone now. The 3-1 pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. That was a good slider. It would have been a strike anyways, but Schwarber is tied up. It's now a 3-2 count here. Mets fans standing up. Phillies trying to silence them. Payoff pitch. And that's a cold strike three just at the knees. At 98 miles per hour, and Schwarber goes down looking on strikes. Mendoza puts in Edwin Diaz, and it works. And we head to the bottom of the eighth. The Mets are coming up to bat. It'll be it'll be Acuna, Iglesias, and Marte coming up. Ugh. Been a little bit out of it today. What's going on? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit those bell icons. I'm going to take another quick step off. I'll be right back. Don't worry. I will be right back in just a few moments. I need a break. Like and subscribe, folks. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here. We got 282 people tuning in. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate each and every one of you. Mets on fire, just enough to hang on to the third wild card spot. They actually might get the second wild card spot because they're neck and neck now with the Diamondbacks. So, just saying. Pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Tanner Banks is going to pitch the bottom of the eighth here against Luis Angel Acuna. Takes the next one outside and high for ball 2. Banks with a 3.71 earned run average and 68 innings of work, 74 strikeouts, and 22 walks allowed. 2-0, and he can't find the strike zone, and that's way inside for ball 3. The 3-0 pitch. That's way outside and high for ball 4. And not a good start to the inning by Banks. Phillies will be on tomorrow night against the Mets. And if they can't win tonight, then they'll look to go for the division tomorrow night. That's what's going to have to happen. The Dodgers are on at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time, and they play the Rockies. Pitch, and there's a strike called on the outside corner for strike 1. What we'll do is on Monday we will also do the Dodgers game, and we'll be keeping up with the Dodgers and the Brewers to see what happens with the Phillies. 0-1 pitch, ground ball sliding, stop by Stott, flip over to shortstop. There's one, and that's all that they're going to get. Nice play by Bryson Stott. And Iglesias grounds into a fielder's choice. The thing almost got by him. It was a very nice play by Stott. Took a weird bounce off the mound. Turner did the right thing by eating it up. Marte up to bat. And the pitch. Strike 1. Sinker on the outside corner. Banks comes set at the letters. Looks back at first. Bat to the plate. Now bat to first again. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. To Starling Marte. And the 0-2 is off the plate. Guardians play at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time out in St. Louis. Diamondbacks do play the Brewers at 7:10. That's when the game will start. We're not going to do it tonight. 1-2. That misses for ball 2. Once the magic numbers cut to 3, though, then we'll start doing the Brewers games. The 2-2 pitch. Down and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Vientos up next. Banks gets set at the letters. They'll wind up in the next pitch. And that is a called strike 3, I believe. Did I say it was ball 4? Yep, it's ball 4. Excuse me. That looked like it was a strike. But the umpire ruled it as ball 4. Screen froze again. That definitely was a strike. Not a good job by JT to frame that, but it was. Comes Vientos, who will foul off the first pitch. He struck out all 4 times today. 2 walks allowed in this inning by Tanner Banks. Left-handed pitcher from Riverton, Utah. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. Dixon Wainwright, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it, man. The ball's 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Vientos for the 5th time today has struck out. Shares in the chat, let's go. I mean, he has clearly had a bad day at the office. Pete Alonso is up. And he takes a strike. It was a slider that catches the upper third of the strike zone. Alonso has walked all 3 times today. This will be his 4th plate appearance. And the pitch, high for ball 1. Phillies will have Turner, Harper, and Bohm due up in the top of the 9th. The 1-1 pitch. And there's a pop-up hit out over towards shallow center field. Stevenson on the run, and it drops in for a base hit. Stevenson will throw home, and there's a bloop single by Pete Alonso. Stott could not get there, and that's going to lead to an RBI bloop single to make it now 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th. So Iglesias does score. I don't know what Stott was doing. He got called off at the last second, and then he sort of just gave up because that was supposed to be Cal's ball, and that was not good communication. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs in the pitch. Grounder hit over to second base and the flip over to shortstop, and there's the final out of the inning. But the Mets do tack on another run and lead 6-3 as we head to the top of the 9th. So, Turner, Harper, and Bohm are coming up. Dixon Way Ray cheers, guys. I don't know what that was. What kind of defense was that? That was just Stott giving up on the play and Cal calling him off and not being able to get to it. Another dinky hit resulting in an RBI. Unbelievable, says Phillies Baseball Talk. So Alonso is 1 for 1 with 3 walks and an RBI single. Wasn't even a bloop. It was straight up a pop-up, and they both just decided not to catch it. It still was a bloop. I still think it's a bloop. It blooped in. It sort of died down. But whatever. Rojas would have had it. It is what it is. All right. We go to the top of the 9th, man. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it is what it is. I just wanted to transition into something else. I want to remind you guys to make sure you like and subscribe and become a member today, man. It's $2.99 a month, okay? $2.99, man. Like and subscribe. If you have not done so already, we're at 4305, okay? We need to get that number up. I want more and more people to join Freak Nation, okay? I do. We do Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles, and we try to keep it like it's a professional play-by-play call. We do it from a broadcasting perspective. Okay, and if you really do enjoy this, I appreciate it. And it would really mean a lot to me if you subscribe to the channel. You know, if you don't want to donate, like, that's totally fine, but you have to subscribe. You really should. Comes straight Turner, who stares at the strike. Thrown by Edwin Diaz. So Diaz got the final out of the 8th inning by striking out Kyle Schwarber. Turner 0 for 3. And the 0-1 swing and a miss. That came in 98 miles per hour. And Turner could not catch up to it. Oh-2 pitch to Trey Turner. Grounder hit over to shortstop, backhanded by Acuna. Throw over to first, and Turner's gone. 1 down, just like that. Wheeler's going to pitch tomorrow night for the Phillies. And he'll be going up against Tyler McGill. That'll be on ESPN. If the Phillies can't do it today, well, they're hoping to to get in tomorrow night. And what I mean by getting in, I mean just to win the division. They're already in the playoffs. Pitch to Harper, and he fouls that one back. Come on, Bryce. Charge! Can Harper get on? 0-1, swung on and missed. That was just above the letters. And a good fastball thrown by Diaz. Mets taking on the Phils. No balls, 2 strikes, and the 0-2 pitch. And that is slapped foul. Harper's 0 for 3. He has struck out, lined out, and flied out today. And he's 2 for 13 against Edwin Diaz. The 0-2. There's a foul ball that came at 101 miles per hour. Edwin Diaz, man, what a career he's had. He'll get set at the belt, and the next pitch, and that's a foul ball. Diaz has been in the league since 2016. Played with the Seattle Mariners for 3 years. Then was traded along with Robinson Cano to the Mets in 2019. Next one, and that's in the dirt for a ball. He's been really solid on the Mets. 223 lifetime saves in 261 opportunities throughout his career. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Harper strikes out on a slider that was in the dirt. It was actually heading towards the dirt. And it's up to Alec Bohm to try to keep the game going. Diaz kicks and delivers, and there's a ground ball hit over to third base. The throw on the run over to first is in time, and that's the ball game. So Edwin Diaz comes in and gets 4 outs. And the Mets take the lead in the series. It's 2-1 now, and the Phillies will have to try to respond tomorrow night with Zach Wheeler on the bump. So they'll have to wait another day to clinch the division. It is now a 2-1 series, and the Mets do take the lead. They win by a final score today of 6-3. Sean Manaea went 7 innings, allowed just 3 hits, 3 earned runs, and 6 strikeouts. That was his 12th win of the season, which does tie his career high. He was really sharp out there. And we'll get into X's and O's in just a little bit and talk about the results of this game, and I'll give you my thoughts, and I want to hear your thoughts too. But overall, before I get into this, okay, like and subscribe if you are heading out. If you're going to stay on, please like and subscribe as well and turn on those notification bell icons, all right? That would mean a lot to me. So this is what I took away from this game, okay? Number one, let's talk about Ranger Suarez. Okay, I'm going to put the camera on me. Every time we do this, I'm going to put the camera on me. I'm going to try to do that now. So, Ranger Suarez today, not bad, not the best. Okay? He did what he had to do overall. Thought that he looked good at times. Thought that he looked shaky at times. I did. But he kept the team involved in the game. And he did, for the most part, what he had to do. He did okay. This was one of his better outings, I guess you'd say, as of late. But he did okay today. I didn't like the 3 walks he gave up to Pete Alonso. I thought that was not good by him. It looked like he was, I hate to be like this, but it looked like he was scared to face him. It kind of did. He was outside a lot of the time. He wasn't really trying to go inside, and he looked like he was afraid to try to attack him on strikes, and he fell behind a lot in those counts. So I didn't like that. But overall, he did okay. Did pretty good against Mark Vientos today. But yeah. And Iglesias had some good at-bats off of him, too. But when he needed to, right, with traffic on the bases, he did get out of some jams. He did. Why did the Phillies lose this game today, JJ? The Phillies lost this game because they could not put up a lot of base runners on base. That's just plain and simple. Why did they lose? Because if you have 2 hits in 5 innings, really, they had 2 hits in 8 innings. 7 innings, really. 2 hits in 7 innings, and both of those hits were home runs. It's not rocket science. That right there is why they lost. That's plain and simple. The offense just could not put up good at-bats today against Sean Manea. And Manea, say what you want, he's been a really good pitcher for them this year. He's had another comeback from an injury. I mean, he's a warrior. He really is. He's had a very good season for them, and he's been pitching a lot better, and that's important for the Mets. But in regards to the Phillies, they put up some nice at-bats, and then when they did put up good at-bats, Manea was able to execute. But when they didn't put up good at-bats, they just could not get a hold of him, and they were hacking away. But I did see at times that they did put up some better at-bats, but they didn't get the results. But the bottom line is that you only had 2 hits, and they were solo homers up until the 8th inning. Okay? You know that Ranger is not going to give you like 6 scoreless innings now. That's just not in his DNA right now. So you needed to go out there, and the game plan needed to be to just work up this guy's pitch count and take advantage of pitches that were down the middle. They had their chances on pitches that were right down the middle, and they could not execute, except for Kyle Schwarber's homer and Castellanos' homer, too, but that wasn't right down the middle. That was just a pitch that Castellanos was able to drill. Orion Kirkland today had a bad outing. He did. He absolutely did. That leadoff walk in the 7th inning was critical. And then, you get Vientos to strike out, but you hit Alonso. And after that happened, I mean, Rob rightfully sticks to his guns. You have to. You have to in that spot. And Brandon Nimmo just puts the bat on the ball, puts it in a good spot, gives them an RBI single, and then good base running, advances over to second base on a stolen base. And then it's a 2-run double by Francisco Alvarez. So, and that's where the Phillies lost it, really. They really lost it there. But to their credit, I have to give the Phillies credit here. And I know, people don't believe in moral victories and that type of a thing. But, again, they did claw their way back. JT did single. Stott singled. And then Marsh did not have a good at-bat there. Cal Stevenson grounded into that fielder's choice. And Diaz, Mendoza does the right thing by going to Edwin Diaz, and that essentially won them the game. It did. That was the game right there. I give the Phillies credit for crawling their way back, but their offense, again, just did not produce when they had to. And it's annoying. It's definitely annoying at times, but the Mets played a pretty good game of baseball today. I'm not really down. If they lose tomorrow, then I'm going to be upset. I expected them to lose this game. I'll be flat out honest. I did not expect them to win this game. I didn't. I expected them to win when Sanchez pitched, and I expect them to win tomorrow when Zach Wheeler pitches. If they tie the series, I'm okay with it. I wanted to come out here with 3 out of 4. That was the ideal goal. But 2 out of 4, a split, fine. Fine. They have to produce tomorrow. That's the bottom line. 60 strikeouts in 45 innings, that's not good. No. That's not really good either. It's the long ball, man. What do they say? Chicks dig the what? Chicks dig the long ball. My family knows this. Chicks dig the car. But it's chicks dig the long ball. That was from Batman. It was the offense that kept them from that kept them from winning the World Series. From the World Series. I still think that they can do it. I'm not here to talk about that today. I still believe in them. But today, they didn't have a good performance. And they could not get the job done. They relied too heavily on the long ball. And they couldn't shorten their swings. And they just ran out of gas against Sean Manea, I think. I do. I think that they hit a wall today. It's been annoying since July. But then again, this team has the second best record in baseball. Right now, they're still... Well, right now, technically, they have the second best. But still, it's just what they do. All right, I love you guys, and I will catch you all on the next one. Why do we choke? Why do we choke? I don't really think the Phillies choked today. I think that the Phillies just had opportunities and didn't execute. But you can disagree with me, but that's what I believe. First four batters were 1 for 16. 156 likes. That's a low for us. All right. Catch you all on the next one. I'm done. I'm out. All right. I will catch you all later. Peace.